Money. We all want it. We all need it. But have you ever wondered, why do some people become rich effortlessly, while others struggle their whole life? Why do some people make millions and still feel broke, while others earn little but live happily? Is wealth only about hard work? Or is there something deeper, something hidden in our psychology? Most people think money is just numbers. But in reality, money is all about behavior. Your mindset, your habits, your emotions, these decide how rich or poor you will be. And here's the shocking part. Smart people often make terrible money decisions. Because money is not about intelligence. It's about psychology. Now, let's understand this. Imagine two people. One is a highly educated businessman, earning crores every year. The other is a middle-class worker, saving a small amount every month. One day, the businessman takes a huge risk, trying to double his money. But he loses everything. He had knowledge, he had intelligence, but he lacked emotional control. The worker, on the other hand, follows simple habits. He saves, invests, and avoids greed. After 20 years, he has more wealth than the businessman. Strange, right? But this is how money works. Your financial success is not decided by your income, your job, or your degree. It is decided by how you think about money, how you feel about money, and how you act with money. And this is exactly what the psychology of money will teach you. This book is not about numbers, charts, or complicated financial theories. It's about human nature. It's about real stories. It's about lessons that can change the way you see money forever. Now, here comes the most important part. Think about it this way. What if you could make better financial decisions without stress? What if you could build real wealth without chasing quick money? This book will show you how. It will teach you why saving is more powerful than investing big. It will teach you why financial freedom matters more than luxury. It will teach you how small money habits can make you rich over time. And most importantly, it will teach you how to feel rich, not just look rich. So, what does this mean for you? It means that no matter where you are today, you can improve your financial future. You don't need a high salary. You don't need a finance degree. You only need the right mindset. This book is going to change the way you think about money. So, if you are ready to learn the secrets of wealth, if you are ready to master your financial future, stay with us. Make sure to subscribe to The Audiopreneur and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any chapter. And before you go, tell me in the comments, what's the biggest money mistake you've made? Let's learn together. Now, let's begin with Chapter 1. Chapter 1. No one's crazy. Have you ever looked at someone's financial decision and thought, that's crazy? Why would they do that? Maybe you know someone who spends all their salary on luxury brands while struggling to pay rent. Or someone who refuses to invest, even though they have plenty of money. But here's something surprising. What looks crazy to you makes complete sense to them. Why? Because money is not just numbers. Money is emotions. Money is personal experiences. Think about this. Two people can have the same income, the same opportunities, but they will make completely different money choices. One will save, one will spend, one will invest, one will avoid risks. Why does this happen? Let me explain this with an example. Imagine two people, Ravi and Aman. Ravi was born in a poor family. He saw his parents struggle to pay bills. Every rupee mattered. Growing up, he learned that saving is the only way to survive. Aman, on the other hand, grew up in a wealthy family. His parents never worried about money. He learned that life is about enjoying, spending, and taking big financial risks. Now, both Ravi and Aman get the same job, the same salary. But do you think they will manage money the same way? Of course not. Ravi saves every rupee because he fears being poor again. Aman spends freely because he has never seen financial struggle. Neither of them is crazy. They are just shaped by their experiences. Now, here comes the most important part. The truth is, no one sees money the same way. A person who grew up during a financial crisis will always be cautious with money. A person who made quick money in stocks will believe risk is the key to success. A person who lost everything in a bad investment will fear the market forever. This is why financial advice never works the same for everyone. What worked for a millionaire may not work for a middle-class family. What worked in the past may not work in the future. So, what does this mean for you? It means that understanding your relationship with money is more important than following anyone's advice blindly. You don't need to copy others. You need to find what works for you. So, before moving to the next chapter, ask yourself, what experiences have shaped your beliefs about money? Think about it and share in the comments. Let's learn from each other. In the next chapter, we'll discuss why having more money won't always make you happy. This is something no one tells you. See you there. Chapter 2. Luck and Risk. Have you ever heard stories of people who became rich overnight? Maybe they invested in the right stock, started a business at the perfect time, or just got lucky. And then there are people who did everything right, worked hard, saved money, made smart decisions, but still lost everything. Why does this happen? Is success all about intelligence and effort? Or is there something else, something we often ignore? The truth is, luck and risk play a much bigger role in money than we think. Let me explain this with a story. Imagine two people, Rahul and Samir. Rahul started a business at the perfect time. The economy was booming, competition was low, and customers were spending money. His business became successful and soon he was a millionaire. Samir, on the other hand, started a business in the same industry, but a few years later, the market had changed. A financial crisis hit. No matter how hard he worked, his business failed. Now, was Rahul smarter than Samir? Not really. He was just luckier. And was Samir a fool? No, he just faced more risk. This is why we should never blindly copy successful people. Now, here comes the most important part. Think about it this way. If someone is successful, we call them a genius. If someone fails, we say they made bad decisions. But in reality, success is never just hard work. And failure is never just bad decisions. Luck and risk are everywhere in life. Some people invest at the right time and make a fortune. Others invest at the wrong time and lose everything. Some people start a company when the market is growing. Others start when the market is shrinking. So what does this mean for you? It means we should stay humble about success and kind about failure. It means we should not blindly follow financial gurus, because their success might have had more to do with luck than strategy. And most importantly, it means we should never bet everything on one decision, because risk is real. So before we move to the next chapter, ask yourself, have you ever experienced luck or risk in your financial life? Maybe you made money unexpectedly, or maybe you faced a loss even when you did everything right. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's learn from each other. In the next chapter, we'll talk about something even more powerful, why managing money is more important than making money. See you in Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Never enough. How much money is enough for you? Think about it for a moment. Is it 10 lakh? 1 crore? 10 crore? Now let me ask you something even more important. Once you reach that number, will you truly feel satisfied? Or will you want more? The truth is, for most people, enough is never enough. No matter how much they earn, they always want more. More money, more success, more fame. But here's the shocking part. Some of the richest people in history lost everything because they didn't know when to stop. Let me explain this with a real-life story. Have you heard of Rajat Gupta? He was born in a middle-class family in India, worked hard, and became the CEO of McKinsey, one of the biggest consulting firms in the world. He was worth hundreds of crores. He had wealth, respect, and power, but it wasn't enough. He wanted more. So, he got involved in illegal insider trading, trying to make even more money. And what happened? He got caught. He lost his career. He went to jail. Now think about this. A man who had everything risked it all, for what? A little more money? Was it worth it? Now here comes the most important part. The biggest financial mistake people make is not knowing when to stop. They keep chasing money, power, and success until they lose what they already have. Think about it this way. If you already have enough to live a comfortable life, but you take huge risks just to get more, you might end up with nothing. Many millionaires go bankrupt because they want to double their wealth quickly. Many investors lose everything because they don't know when to take profits. Many successful people destroy their reputation because they get greedy. So what does this mean for you? It means that true wealth is not just about making money. It's about knowing when you have enough. It's about balance. It's about security. It's about being grateful for what you have while still growing wisely. So ask yourself, how much money is enough for you? Think deeply about this question, because if you don't set a limit, you will keep chasing more and more without ever feeling satisfied. Comment below and share your thoughts. In the next chapter, we'll talk about a powerful secret: why being rich is different from being wealthy. Most people don't understand this difference, but once you do, it can change your life forever. Chapter 4. Confusing rich with wealthy. Do you want to be rich? Or do you want to be wealthy? Most people think these two words mean the same thing, but they don't. Being rich means having a high income, driving fancy cars, wearing luxury brands, showing off a big lifestyle. Being wealthy means having financial freedom, having money that works for you so you don't have to work for money forever. Now, here's a shocking truth. Many people who look rich are actually broke. They have expensive cars but also massive loans. They have big houses but zero savings. They have high salaries but live paycheck to paycheck. On the other hand, many truly wealthy people live simple lives. Let me explain this with a real story. Have you ever heard of Ronald Read? He was a janitor. He lived a simple life, wore old clothes, and drove a used car. No one thought he had much money. But when he passed away at the age of 92, people were shocked. He had a secret. He was actually a multi-millionaire. How? He spent less than he earned. He saved consistently, and he invested wisely. He never looked rich, but he was wealthy. Now let's compare this to some celebrities and athletes who made millions but went bankrupt. They spent everything they earned. They tried to look rich instead of becoming wealthy. Now here comes the most important part. Think about it this way. A person earning 1 Indian rupee crore per year but spending 99 Indian rupees lakh is not wealthy. A person earning 10 Indian rupees lakh per year but saving and investing 3 Indian rupees lakh consistently is on their way to real wealth. So what does this mean for you? It means that income alone will never make you wealthy. What matters is how much you keep and how well you invest. Wealth is freedom. Wealth is security. Wealth is having money that works for you so you don't have to work for money forever. So ask yourself, are you focusing on looking rich or becoming wealthy? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss. In the next chapter, we'll talk about something life-changing. Why financial freedom is not about how much you earn, but how much you control your time. This is the secret most people never realize, but it's the key to true happiness. See you in next chapter. Chapter 5. Wealth is the ability to control your time. Imagine this. You wake up whenever you want. You don't rush to the office. You don't worry about bills. You spend time doing what you love, with the people you love. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the shocking truth. Most people chase money all their lives, but they never achieve this freedom. Why? Because they think wealth is about having a high income. But true wealth is something much bigger. It's about controlling your time. Now, let me explain this with a powerful story. Let's take two people, Amit and Ravi. Amit earns 1 crore rupees per year but works 12 hours a day. He has no time for his family, no time for his health, and no time to enjoy life. Ravi earns 10 lakh rupees per year but works only 4 hours a day. He spends time with his kids, takes vacations, and lives stress-free. Now, who is richer? Most people will say Amit because he earns more. But in reality, Ravi is wealthier because he controls his time. Money comes and goes, but once time is gone, it never comes back. Now, here comes the most important part. Think about it this way. If you have 100 crore but no time to enjoy life, is that real wealth? If you have all the luxuries but no freedom, are you really successful? So, what does this mean for you? It means that wealth is not just about money. It's about how much control you have over your time. A truly wealthy person can wake up and decide what to do with their day. And that's what we should all aim for. Not just a high income, but a life where we are free. So, ask yourself, are you working for money? Or is your money working for you? Think about it. Comment below and share your thoughts. And if you are enjoying this audiobook, make sure to subscribe to the Audiopreneur and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter. In the next chapter, we'll talk about a powerful truth: why saving money is more important than earning more money. This lesson can change your financial future forever. See you in next chapter. Chapter 6. Saving money is more important than earning more. Let me ask you a simple question. Who will become wealthier? A person earning 5 lakh rupees per month but saving nothing? Or a person earning 50,000 rupees per month but saving 10,000 rupees? Most people think earning more money is the key to getting rich. But that's not true. Because it's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep. You can earn crores, but if you spend everything, you'll always be broke. On the other hand, even with a small income, if you save and invest wisely, you can build real wealth. Let me explain this with a real story. There was a famous basketball player who made more than 300 crore rupees in his career. He bought luxury cars, big houses, expensive watches. He lived like a king. But after a few years, he was completely broke. No savings, no investments, nothing. Now, let's compare him to Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. Even when he was a millionaire, he lived in the same small house for years. He never wasted money on unnecessary luxuries. And today, he's worth 10 lakh crore. So, what's the lesson here? Wealth is not built by high income. It is built by high savings. No matter how much you earn, if you don't save, you'll never be wealthy. Now, here comes the most important part. Think about it this way. If you increase your income but also increase your expenses, you are stuck in the same cycle. But if you earn a decent amount and save consistently, you are on the path to true financial freedom. So, what does this mean for you? It means that the most important financial habit you can build is saving. Even if you save just 10% of your income, it will change your future. Saving money gives you security. Saving money gives you options. Saving money gives you freedom. So, ask yourself, are you focusing only on earning more, or are you saving what you already have? Share your thoughts in the comments below. In the next chapter, we'll talk about a powerful secret: why your financial success has nothing to do with intelligence. This will surprise you, and it might change the way you think about money forever. See you in next chapter, you said. Chapter 8. The role of luck in financial success. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at a billionaire and thought, wow, this person is a genius? Or seen someone struggling financially and assumed they must have made bad decisions? But what if I told you that luck plays a bigger role in success than we think? That many rich people are not just smart or hardworking. They were also in the right place, at the right time. At the same time, many hardworking and talented people fail, not because they are not good enough, but because luck wasn't on their side. Sounds surprising? Let me explain with a story. In 1976, two college dropouts started a small computer company in a garage. Their names? Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. They worked hard, yes, but here's something most people don't know. If Jobs had been born 10 years earlier, computers wouldn't have been advanced enough for his business idea to succeed. If he had been born 10 years later, bigger companies would have already dominated the market. Timing was everything. Now, let's look at another example. Bill Gates. He was one of the few teenagers in the entire U.S. who had access to a computer in the 1960s. That was pure luck. Without that opportunity, would he still have become the Bill Gates we know today? Maybe, maybe not. The truth is, luck and opportunity play a bigger role in success than we like to admit. Now, here comes the most important part. Think about it this way. For every Bill Gates, there are thousands of equally talented people who never got the same lucky break. So, what does this mean for you? It means that we should be humble about our success and kind when judging others. It also means that instead of depending on luck, we should increase our chances of getting lucky. How? Keep learning and improving yourself. Be ready for opportunities when they come. Take calculated risks. Build a strong network, because opportunities often come from people. The more prepared you are, the more luck you will attract. So, ask yourself, are you creating opportunities for luck to find you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This will open your eyes to the hidden truths about money. Chapter 9. No one is as rich or as poor as they seem. Have you ever looked at someone driving a luxury car and thought, wow, they must be rich, or seen someone living a simple life and assumed they must not have much money? But what if I told you that appearances can be deceiving? That many people who look rich are actually drowning in debt, while many true millionaires live simple, quiet lives? Money is not about how much you spend, it's about how much you keep. Let me explain this with a real example. There was a man named Ronald. He wore designer clothes, drove a sports car, and lived in a huge house. Everyone thought he was extremely wealthy. But here's what they didn't see. He was deep in debt. He took loans to buy his car. His house had a huge mortgage. He was living paycheck to paycheck just to maintain his lifestyle. Now, let's compare this to someone like Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. But do you know where he lives? In the same simple house he bought in 1958. He doesn't wear expensive clothes. He doesn't show off his wealth, because he understands a powerful truth. Real wealth is what you don't see. If someone has a luxury car, it just means they had money to buy it. It doesn't mean they are financially free. True financial success is when you have the freedom to live life on your own terms, not when you have the most expensive things. Think about it this way. A millionaire who drives a normal car and invests his money wisely will always be richer than a person who earns a lot but spends everything to impress others. So, what does this mean for you? It means stop comparing yourself to others. You never know what's happening behind closed doors. Instead of chasing status, focus on building real wealth. Save more than you spend. Invest in assets that grow over time. Avoid debt for unnecessary luxuries. And most importantly, don't try to look rich. Try to be rich. So, ask yourself, are you building real wealth or just the illusion of wealth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the next chapter, we'll talk about a powerful lesson, why we never feel like we have enough money, and how to change that. This will completely shift your mindset about wealth and happiness. See you in next chapter, Chapter 10, The Never-Ending Chase for More. Have you ever noticed, no matter how much money people make, they always want more? A person earning 50,000 rupees per month wants 1 lakh rupees. A person earning 1 lakh rupees wants 5 lakhs rupees. A millionaire wants to be a billionaire. It's like we are never satisfied. But why? Why do we always feel like we don't have enough, even when we have more than we ever imagined? The answer is simple. Our desires keep growing, and if we don't control them, we will always feel poor, no matter how much we earn. Let me explain this with a story. There was once a successful businessman named Raj. He started his career with nothing. He worked hard and built a business that made him 10 crores rupees. But was he happy? No, because now he wanted 50 crores rupees. And when he reached 50 crores rupees, he wanted 100 crores. No matter how much he earned, he always compared himself to people who had more. And because of that, he never felt satisfied. Now, let's compare this to someone like Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's business partner. Despite being a billionaire, he lives a simple life. Why? Because he knows that happiness is not about how much money you have, it's about knowing when you have enough. Think about it this way. If you don't control your desires, you will always feel like you are behind. So, what does this mean for you? It means that true wealth is not just about making more money. It's about learning to appreciate what you already have. Here's how you can do it. Stop comparing yourself to others. Define your own financial goals instead of chasing endless numbers. Focus on financial security, not just more income. Practice gratitude, Because no matter where you are, someone else is dreaming of your life. So, ask yourself, do you really want more money, or do you want the freedom and happiness that comes with it? The key to financial success is balance, earning more while also being satisfied with what you have. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this audiobook, don't forget to subscribe to the Audiopreneur and turn on notifications so you don't miss more life-changing lessons like this. Your journey to financial freedom is just beginning. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, enjoy the process. Let's move to the conclusion. Conclusion: the true secret to wealth. So, after everything we've learned, what is the real secret to financial success? Is it earning more? Is it investing in the right stocks? Is it pure luck? The truth is, wealth is not about numbers. It's about mindset. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to make millions overnight. You don't even need to be lucky. You just need the right habits and the right way of thinking. Let's summarize the biggest lessons from this book. Lesson number 1. Wealth is about behavior, not intelligence. It doesn't matter how much you earn. What matters is how much you save and invest. Even small, consistent savings can make you rich over time. Lesson number 2. Luck and risk play a bigger role than we think. Success is not always about hard work. Some people are at the right place at the right time. Some aren't. But instead of complaining, we must focus on creating our own luck through action and preparation. Lesson number 3. Money is a tool for freedom. The goal of wealth is not to buy expensive things. It's to buy time, peace, and choices. True wealth is when you don't have to worry about money. Lesson number 4. Never compare your financial journey with others. Everyone has a different background, different opportunities, and different struggles. Instead of chasing someone else's lifestyle, focus on your own financial goals. Lesson number 5. The power of patience. Wealth is not built in a day. It grows over time. The biggest investors, like Warren Buffett, made most of their money after decades of patience. Start early, be consistent, and trust the process. Now, here comes the most important part. So, what does this mean for you? It means that you already have everything you need to become wealthy. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. You don't need to be a financial expert. You just need to start today. Start saving. Start investing. Start building the habits that will change your financial future. And most importantly, stay patient. Because the ones who succeed in money and in life are not the smartest. They are the ones who stay in the game long enough to see the results. If you found this audiobook valuable, hit the like button, leave a comment, and share your biggest lesson from this book. And if you want more powerful insights like this, make sure to subscribe to the Audiopreneur and turn on notifications for future audiobooks. Your financial journey is just beginning. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep taking action. Thank you for being part of this journey. See you in the next audiobook.